Welcome, everyone, to the L7C Podcast Championship Edition. That is right. Finally, we get to review an Ohio State National Championship on the L7C Podcast. We got the captain with us, Byron Mitchell. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm feeling good. It's been a great week for Buckeye sports.
We got the anime expert, Cedric Ware. How are you doing today, sir?
Go Bucks. I'm doing well. I didn't kill myself, so it was great.
And then we got the EVP, the NFL expert, Justin Ackendale. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. OH, baby.
IO, man. IO. And they got it done. They won. Ryan Day, national champion. Now the third active head coach with a natty. And Byron, before we just talk about everything, take us through the game.
All right, as we usually do, some stats. Will Howard, 17 for 21, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions or fumbles on his part. Played a clean game. Quinshon Judkins had himself a game, 11 carries for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Will Howard had 16 rushes for 57 yards. Travion Henderson, 12 for 49. Jeremiah Smith, 5 for 81, a touchdown. Emeka Buka, 6 for 64. And then Quinshon Judkins, 2 for 21 and another touchdown. The only fumble was Emeka Buka. He lost a fumble late in the third quarter, I believe it was. But our defense, 2 sacks, 7 tackles for losses. But pretty good game on the Buckeye side.
How's everyone feeling that? I know, Justin, we talked about it a little bit on the NFL one coming soon. But how did you guys feel on the very first drive? When Notre Dame got the kickoff, drove it all the way down the field, and scored?
I didn't think Notre Dame was going to come out like that. It had I think it was like a 12-play, 89-yard drive with Ray Leonard mostly rushing it. He ended up having 1 yard touchdown. So, yeah, 18 plays, 75 yards. They called the ball for 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So I was like, ooh, this is probably about to be a long game for the Buckeye defense if Notre Dame is coming out like that.
Cedric, what did you think?
I'm not gonna lie, when that motherfucker took off his helmet after the touchdown, I thought that was Josh Allen because if his face paint was smeared on the beard, I was like, "Is that Josh Allen?" I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? I think he is." But yeah, I mean, I was like, "Man, we really can't stop him. Like this will be concerning. I mean, he'll be tired, but we need to stop him. I know he ain't gonna do this the entire game, but at key moments, this could be a problem."
And then Justin, what did you when we were talking about how that opening drive went? You weren't all too like shocked or surprised or like scared or nothing.
No, that was just Notre Dame trying to execute their game plan. Once they went down and chewed up all that time on the clock, I'm like, oh, they're gonna try to play ball control. But like I told you when we recorded NFL, you gotta play mistake free. If mistake free against a good defense like OSU, if you're gonna play like that, like not passing the ball, no explosive plays, just moving the chains like that. And then like once their second drive came around, they got like a holding penalty and they started to get backed up. I was like, okay, like let's see if y'all can sustain playing like this the entire game, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, because I think it was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, Ohio State, and then Byron, correct me if I'm wrong, second and third quarter, the Buckeyes dominated.
Yeah, end of the first 7-0, we had the ball going to the second quarter. Then Jeremiah Smith scored a touchdown, tied it up. Pretty much, it was the Ohio State show the rest of the game. Had a touchdown on Quinshon Judkins with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Another touchdown with Quinshon Judkins with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. And then we scored on our opening drive in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, they basically went 4 straight touchdown possessions. I mean, you go from being up 7-0 Notre Dame standpoint to then being down 21-7, then 28-7, and then 31-7. And then you would think Notre Dame would just roll over. But Cedric, Notre Dame did not give up.
They did not give up. And honestly, that's kudos to them. Like, I know we talked about like historically with all the people that were complaining about the blogs, and it was looking like this was going to be like a massive championship game blowout. And Notre Dame, kudos to them, stuck to it. Played hard-nosed defense, got a turnover by forcing that fumble. That was a great punch out by their linebacker, Emeka Egbuka, as he was cutting up the field. Because, I mean, that was going to be, honestly, that was another clinching drive because Egbuka doesn't fumble. We're in field goal range already, continuing our drive. And so,
dude, he probably scores. The game's over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he would get tackled because he was getting tackled when he got punched out.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, they definitely ended up punching that bitch in though. And the worst part was it was literally Chris Fowler and Herbstreit were literally saying, Ohio State never fumbles. Like literally, like cue this shit up, and then the Notre Dame guy literally makes a play and just punches that shit.
And then, I mean, honestly, I gotta put respect. I gotta apologize, Mr. Greathouse. I was talking shit last time. I said you probably weren't a big factor for this game, and
he was going stupid.
I mean, honestly, my only thing I didn't watch any of the highlights again is I don't know why they waited until like the mid third quarter to be like, you know what? Let's go to our number one receiver here and let him do his thing. I don't know if it was the matchups because he did have a couple matchups against linebackers, which I mean, you could be great. I'm not saying he didn't do his shit, but like, he's supposed to be faster than them.
6 receptions, 128, 2 tutties.
Mm-hmm. He was loving life. He was loving life. He had like that. Him alone, when he scored his first touchdown, I believe he broke 3 tackles and ran it for 30 yards to get into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That was that good moment. They had some momentum charging in it. Like that was the sign of like Notre Dame's like, listen, it's not completely over yet.
Sorry to ask Justin about this on NFL. Cedric and Byron, what did you guys think about when Notre Dame went down to the field and instead of going for it on 4th down, they attempted the field goal and missed? Did you think they should have went for it? Do you think the field goal was the right play?
What were they? Were they 4th and?
It was 4th and 9, but it was already 4th and it was 4th and goal, but it was from the 9, right, Justin?
Yes, it was 9 yards to goal to go. 4th down.
And they were down 31-15 at that time.
Yes.
I think you probably should have went for it. I know Ohio State has a great defense in the red zone, as they proved against Texas. But if you score, you're only down like 2 possessions at that point. 1 possession.
It would have been 31-18, and then hindsight.
Down 13, so you were down 2 possessions.
And then hindsight, we know they score in the 4th quarter. But I mean,
you also got to remember Riley Leonard in that goal to go situation. He missed 2 throws that would have gotten the score. So Marcus Freeman from the 9 thinking about that shit. We probably not going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I still would have kicked the field goal.
Okay.
Because and it's only because like you're down. And you got to take every scoring opportunity you can get. Like you had,
That's true.
You had a couple throws at that shit, and it didn't land for the first 3 downs. It's like, okay, let's try to get these points because we can't walk away with nothing. Like
the thing with that logic though is there was only like 9 minutes left in the game remaining in the 4th quarter, so you don't know how many times you want to get the ball back at that point. So
but. It's the same thing, though. Like, even on offense, even if you scored a touchdown, you don't know how many times you're going to get the ball back. So it's really a double-edged sword either way. It's just a question of do you want to risk the points or do you want to potentially not get any points?
I mean, if it was any other offense going against a shittier defense and you're down by that much, you're going to go for it. But like, in that specific situation going into Ohio State, Riley Leonard's already mailing throws I agree with you. You gotta take whatever points you can get. I didn't think it was the most egregious thing. I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, it's only bad because he missed the kick. It's only really bad because he missed the kick.
Terrible.
Like,
so then it was still 31-15. You go into the fourth quarter, an Ohio State fan, you're like, all right, let's put this thing away. We don't. And then Notre Dame gets that fourth quarter touchdown and 2-point conversion, 6 plays, 80 yards. Great house, 30-yard bomb from Riley. It's 31-28. We went from 31-7 to 31-23, I'm sorry. And I was just sitting here like, oh shit. Like this is real. And then especially when they get to that when we get to the 3rd and 11, I'm like, oh, if Ohio State doesn't get this 3rd and 11 with momentum, they might lose this game. And then you have the catch to Jeremiah. Byron, what would you have done if you were Freeman and the boys? It's 3rd and 11. Would you have left him on the island? Would you have sent that pressure because they really weren't getting pressure on Will and they wanted to, force something? Would you have not given the pressure? Like, what would you have done on that 3rd and 11?
I'm definitely not leaving Jeremiah Smith on an island against cornerback because he's been saying all playoffs, if you leave us in man coverage, we're chucking that bitch. And they did. He got a 56-yard bomb. Almost had a touchdown again and got tackled. So I definitely would not have left him on an island. Definitely probably would have got pressure on Will Howard. So you're going to force it into a completion or force a turnover. But I'm definitely not leaving Jeremiah Smith on an island.
So how would you have gotten pressure on him, but then not leave?
I'm about to say if you're not getting pressure with the 4 guys on the defensive line, you got sitting pressure at them. You got to.
True.
That means you're engaged hating.
Yeah, you got to. Like I don't.
Mark, you gonna send 7? Stop it.
0 bullets, bro. Engage 8, bro. Yes.
You said engage 8 with 3 on the top. You sending 7?
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro, for real, Matt. Like, hey, I don't hold anything against Marcus Freeman for doing that. It's 3rd and 11. You need to get the ball back. You need to make a play. At that point, you hoping the blitz get there before he can make that throw because you know it's going to be open, and he knew it was going to open. He just took a gamble on let me send as many guys as I can and see if we can get to him before he can throw that ball.
Will didn't even look anywhere. He literally was the meme.
He knew.
Yeah, he saw it was 1-on-1. He's like, I know I have him outside shoulder 1-on-1. Because the safety standing in the middle of the fucking field. He's like, I have him outside 1-on-1. All I need to do is give him a shot for a play on the ball. He's going to make the catch. Like,
again, sometimes you want your corner. I mean, if the corner would have made the play, it would have been the play of the past decade. But
I do the unpredictable shit. I play fucking zone because they haven't played zone all fucking game. Give him something new to look out. Zone. Send 4, have a spy, or send 3, have a spy. Because first of all, even if you get in there, he's been running on you all fucking game.
He has.
He's scrambling out of the pocket. So you have a fucking spy there, and make him throw under, where at least you could try to make the tackle so that he doesn't convert. Now, does Ohio State go for it? Probably. But at least at that point, you're not worried about the fucking big throw. You're worried about them running it.
I wouldn't even have played zone in that situation because you gotta worry about everyone. You gotta worry about Buka. You gotta worry about Carnell Tate too. And you're not getting pressure. So Will Howard's going to have time to figure out the zone. The man's fucking 30 years old. He's played so much football. He's going to be able to break that zone down.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as what's going to give him more time when he knows the 1-on-1 and he sees it before he hikes the fucking ball, or him actually having to.
You like that 30-year-old comment?
I'm not going to talk about the fact that you call this man 30 years old.
I will say, too, like, if you would have told me that it was a 1-score game in that situation and we shut down Notre Dame's real best player, Jeremiah Love, I would have said you're lying. Like, Jeremiah Love, he couldn't get anything going. I would have been like, this is a wash. But they found a way, man.
I do want to say, going back to like before the game was going on, I was a little nervous for Ohio State before the game because they play the same, like Notre Dame plays the same brand of football that Michigan plays, and that Ryan Day and the team overthought in that game, overthought how to play. So like during that first drive, I was a little concerned, but then the offense showed that they were going to keep scoring, so it wasn't nothing to worry about. But like going into the game, I was a little nervous because like Ohio State be forgetting when they be playing the tough run the ball teams that they got athletes everywhere and they forget their creativity is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Jeremiah didn't do it. Go ahead.
And you kind of saw that in the fourth quarter before that pass, how like the play calling before, how they're just like running the ball into the line. They weren't really looking to they were trying to run the clock out. They weren't really looking to do anything more downfield with a lead like that.
I would say too with the Notre Dame thing to remember that they had 4 starters missing on defense that were out. And then I was nervous from the standpoint of Notre Dame in regards to Jeremiah Smith. Notre Dame knows how to guard star wide receivers at Ohio State probably better than almost anyone besides Michigan. You got to remember, like, we've played them 3 straight years. Marv really didn't do much against them last year. He was on cuffs. And then the year before, they were the last team that played Marvin Harrison, Jackson Smith and Jigma, Abuka, all of those other guys. So it's not like they've not played, and they were up at halftime at the shoe. So it's not like they haven't guarded these wide receivers before. So it's like they've been there. And now I know Jeremiah Smith is really good. We're not about to say he's better than all 4 of those people on the field at once now. We're not going to do all that. So
valid.
That's why I'm starting to get
I won't for this episode.
I was sitting here, I was like, oh yeah, they really put these people, they guard these people for real. I was like, oh yeah. Shit. Then the last time we played him, it took Kyle McCord driving down the field to win the game. So but no. So Cedric thing, what he said earlier, I'm glad it wasn't a blowout. I didn't want to hear any of that bitching. Notre Dame, obviously they belong there, obviously, and it's like the future is bright. I mean, think about it. It was either going to be Ryan Day getting his first title, and Justin, you just made fun of Will Howard being 30. We were about to have a 39-year-old national championship coach if Marcus Freeman would have won. We would have had a young bull.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been history.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. What?
39? That's young.
Yeah, that's definitely very young for a coach.
Especially being a national championship game. But, man, this class is weird, the senior class. No Big Ten titles, no Michigan wins, 1 natty. In their last year. They do or die year.
Yeah.
Like I said after they lost to Michigan, it's like they needed to buy in. Brian needed to get it for them because this is all they had left. This was it. That's it. There's nothing else to fucking win. Like, you got to get the natty. They went in here, spent all those years in the program, put in the work, couldn't beat Michigan, couldn't win the Big Ten, missing the playoffs, losing in the playoffs. This is it. This is what you coach them for. This is what you bring them to. So it's a good storybook for them.
It's wild when you think about the tension in the air going into that Tennessee game. Because it was right after Michigan. Because I listen, let's cut through the tape. Ross Bureau, you were saying, if Ryan Day would have lost that, his ass would not be here. He would have been out of here.
Yeah.
That tension was too... I think, obviously, with the title, we're all happy. But if you take yourself back to leading up to that Tennessee game, oh, them streets were hot. Justin had to explain to his own folk why the streets were hot.
People were mad. But my mom wasn't fucking with Ryan Day either. Like, it's just something about him. I truly don't understand it. Like, people really do not fuck with this guy. I was scrolling on Twitter while Brian was giving the fucking recap of the game. I saw Clay Travis talking shit about Ryan Day, dyeing his beard. I'm like, when did this become a thing? Like,
I saw that tweet earlier.
Oh man, I was just in it for I was for the game thing because man, you just see him looking so confused and dazed when Michigan tried to put the flag in the middle, and Sawyer's like, "That's not in our fucking place," and then they were just like,
"Not again."
Yeah, they were just looking confused. You go from that to where we are now, bro. It is crazy.
Oh come on, he didn't think those niggas was about to lose to that Michigan team. I would have been looking dumb as fuck, confused too. Like, oh, like 3 hours of this bull. Like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, I don't even blame him for that.
But his team's out here trying to fight, and he's just like,
that's fine. That's fine. They just embarrassed themselves for 3 hours. I'd be pissed off too.
Michigan said they're the best 8-5 team ever.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
and these niggas still want to talk shit too, just because they won. He's won the natty though.
Yep.
But Justin, they're allowed to because they said, "Well, we put up to your place. Who won? Y'all had 2 losses in your natty. Well, we won last year. How many losses did we have? 0. They're yapping.
Shut up. Get a quarterback, even though you got one now.
You know they're yapping. That's what rivals do. Because you can talk all that. See, Justin, I don't know why you are. Because this is y'all are gonna laugh at this. Because Justin, this is just like if you're losing an argument and you use your signature, but I'll still beat your ass though. So what are we arguing about? It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That's true. That's true.
Or the pure one. I still get more hoes than you. That's the same thing. The signature comebacks.
Oh my god! Now that you put it like that, okay, I understand.
Because we all happy they won. Now we know good and damn well when we come back here on November, it's about to be DEFCON 5 all over again.
Facts. Facts.
Especially if they're good, because let's be honest, we're losing a whole lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
I think the offense will be fine, but yeah they're going to have to rebuild the defense, and Jim Knowles might not be there no more. Go Cedric.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, Justin, we all know the offense will be okay.
Yes,
we are worried about the defense because these are all seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope some of these transfer cornerbacks are better than
except for Caleb Downs. We still got him. We got him coming. We still got him.
Is he?
No.
There's no way. There's no way he's leaving after a Nashville time. What? They go where?
I bet you. I bet you Nick Saban and all them.
He can't. He's not eligible, Byron.
Oh, Cedric talking about the money green somewhere else.
Huh?
He talking about someone offering him a big bag.
This dude's gonna be a top 5 pick whenever he come out. You got to get a payday. You don't need to leave.
Not true, but nah, man. I just
see these other secondary people, these backups, be better than. I mean, like I'm not sitting there saying like Denzel Burke and Nichols are bad. I'm just ready for some fucking silver bullets. God damn it, that's all I want.
Oh, you want someone?
I don't think Emben Nelson's very good.
No, he gets a lot of fucked up penalties. Now the whole world knows.
No, he's not.
So, like the whole world knows that he is the most flagged defensive back in college football.
15 of them boys.
Hey, but Ohio State, man, first 12-team playoff winner, first 4-team playoff winner. They only do it when it's the first time to do something.
So we're going to take away. Let's do 6 teams next year, just so we can get that one.
Yeah, make it.
There's going to be more teams up in this bitch, so we might not have to wait 10 years in between chips this time.
That's true. That's true. But now, if you think about it, you've seen in the program, you've seen 3 different coaches win national championships.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 different things. Tressel and BCS, Urban here in the 4-team, and now Ryan in the 12-team. And hell, Urban, we don't get into that 4-team one if we don't beat the brakes off of Wisconsin. And hell, we don't get into the 12-team one if it's not 12 teams.
Facts.
The 2014 run and this 2024 run, they were very similar. Like the postseason part, after the Michigan game part, because the Big Ten title game, they whooped the dog shit out of Wisconsin, and then the Alabama game, you take out SEC team, yep. and then you get to the national title game, and this was almost word for word, bar for bar, the same. You take out two SEC teams. I mean, well, first you beat the dog shit out of your next game, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. You beat right the wrong against Oregon at the beginning, earlier in the season. You beat Texas to make it to the championship game, and then you redeem yourself in the national title game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Championship parade on Sunday at noon, starting at the Horseshoe.
If I'm Oregon, I hate Ohio State. Because the times that we have been, because the times we have been in this bitch, they be beating our ass.
Someone said their two best seasons ever ended in losses to Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that 2014 one. I mean, they had the Heisman Trophy winner. Mariota won it that year.
Yep.
It's just Zeke was just out of his mind that playoff run.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Now we're all happy and all that, but we got to bring some realism. How many years does it take before Ryan is back on the hot seat?
Whoa.
Is he losing to Michigan again?
I was just about to ask that.
Jesus.
Oh, I mean, come on now. Eventually, we're going to lose to them again. He's not going to go on some big streak.
Well, I'm saying, is it going to be like a consecutive,
I think we're going to lose the next one. So,
it'll be 5 years losing to Michigan for the national title.
Oh man, it depends on what the rest of the landscape looks like, though, because this year, what he shows, with the 12 team, you can lose to Michigan as long as you win all your other shit. You may be fine.
I think the magic number is 3. You cannot have 3 losses and make the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. So, we played Texas first week.
First game.
Well, when it expands to 16 teams, I mean,
maybe.
Actually, no. It ain't going to be 14 teams next year.
That's what they were talking about. They're supposed to be making decisions because not time to. I didn't get to laugh about these people, but
let Alabama in?
You gotta let Alabama in.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Bama.
Just like me and Justin have been bitching all year about the AFC quarterbacks having secret meetings saying we need to take Patrick Mahomes out. Y'all don't think Sankey was watching that championship game with them SEC coaches? And saying, really, y'all? Really?
I think it'll be DEFCON 5 for the SEC if they don't get a team in the national championship
next year. Oh yeah, next year.
God. Yeah, that I feel like that's when you can really start saying, yeah, the SEC is done dominating this shit.
Boy, they were getting cooked, and it wasn't even me.
Oh no, it was bro. When fucking Colin Cowherd had the audacity to start talking shit about the SEC, when this motherfucker, because I'll be watching this at least the opens damn near every goddamn day. I was there when he was talking about the South and how, I just don't see another Northern Midwest team ever winning again. All the players want to come down and be warm and shit. I'm like, bro, you flipped. Well, not. He be changing his mind all the time.
Flopper. That's
that shit was crazy. My nigga Joe Klatt had to let him know. He was like, bro, I remember when you were talking about the South now. Joe Klatt had to get on his ass.
I ain't got nothing else to say to him because I already went off on the podcast ago, so I ain't got shit to say. I'm just basking in it. Because they had shambles. Paul Farmall saying, man, they won 2 in a row from the same conference. The rivals.
And you know what? I don't think for real any conference is going to be dominating the way the SEC has done for 20 years up until 2 years ago, because with the NIL shit and motherfuckers moving around all the time, you can't stack up 5 stars behind 5 stars. These niggas want to play. They go somewhere they can play. And then if you pay attention to the SEC, these niggas be transferring from SEC school to SEC school. These motherfuckers can't even keep their own players from going to another SEC school. So the talent's just going to keep getting spread out, and you're going to have a Arizona State or a goddamn Boise State just making run this shit. Yeah, the SMU, the talent is spread out, and you can't stack 5-star on top of 5-star and it's going everywhere, then I don't know how you can. I don't know how a conference can dominate if the talent's spread out.
Justin, what you just described, we gonna call Justinomics. That was trickle down 5-star talent. When it's coming from the Power 5 conferences and going out to the SMUs, to the Boise States.
I mean, in all honesty, is Justin wrong though?
That's why I said it. Like that's literally like trickle. Like the minute he says like over here, I was like, that sounds like trickle down economics. I was like, look at that.
I mean, there's going to be. All right. Think about that next year.
We talking about next year? I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Who you think?
Look, he screwed up his chair.
Come out? Like who you gonna think's gonna come out? Like I can think of. I think Ohio State gonna be in that mix. Penn State bringing back the whole squad. They're gonna be up in the mix. Shit, Texas with Arch Manning.
Yeah.
And then it's a crapshoot for real. Like all those other teams for real are interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
If they're
you
good,
don't think Gunner
if they're good, Georgia? If they're good, Michigan's in.
Yeah, Michigan can hop back in there. Notre Dame, they mostly playing ACC schools, and those niggas are dog shit. So
they
gonna be back. They're gonna be back up in that motherfucker. And don't talk about because they got 2 teams in the fucking playoffs. We talking about the rest of those niggas. They ain't play. We talking about the rest of those motherfuckers. They are not good.
Do you think Gunner stock them with Alabama? Or with Georgia's going to have a shot.
He went to Alabama.
No, he's in Georgia.
Georgia gonna be up in that mix too. Actually, I don't know about Georgia. I don't know what weapons they have because that was the problem this year and Carson Beck being dog shit. So I don't know.
Hey, wait, Carson Beck was shitty.
Shit, Miami with Carson Beck might be good. You know, niggas won't score points.
I'll say this: they won't drop the ball.
Carson Becky, he was shitty. Damn, someone could have told y'all that. Oh yeah, we did. Trash. All right, Justin. Let me give you some way too early top 25s.
Way too early, though, guys.
Way too early's. Let me give you 25 down.
So 25.
Well, just do
the top 10, bro. I don't care about the rest of them.
Michigan's 25. That's why I said we got Michigan's 25.
Well, just do the teams that matter. You don't gotta go through the whole list.
Well, Michigan matters.
Yes.
Number 22, LSU matters.
Okay, Garrett Nussmeier coming back.
Your 3 teams in the 2 here, which they ended with great momentum. What about your squad, Florida?
Oh, yeah, DJ Lagway, South Carolina, Lenore Sellers. Where's South Carolina in there?
They're not.
What?
You sure?
Well,
sure not. No, Aaron Nolan?
Higher up. No, they're 13.
Okay.
13, okay.
Justin, Aaron Nolan coming in there now.
I don't know. I don't know what he can do. I don't think he's about to be out Lenore Sellers. I know what I'm getting with him.
I don't think he is.
Miami 11, Ole Miss 10, Alabama 9, Clemson 8, Tennessee 7, Notre Dame 6, Texas 5, Penn State 4, Oregon 3, Ohio State 2, because, we lose a lot of players in the draft. That's literally what it's saying. And then number 1, Georgia.
Wow.
Georgia.
Okay. They must know something.
What?
They must know something.
But they know that we don't know.
Georgia.
They must know something. Like, who's on that depth chart?
Hold on.
That's how they be doing this shit. They start off as number 1, and you get the benefit of the doubt. That's how that shit start. You know what? If Justin Acknell was commissioner in college football, fuck that. We don't do polls until after 4 weeks. We don't do polls after a month. No preseason.
And you know what's
no
funny
preseason anything.
Justin, here's. I mean, while we're over here fighting for our lives in the first week against Texas, Georgia is playing Marshall.
Of course.
Okay. Like that's not too crazy. Like
the second game, Austin Perry.
Okay, but like,
all right, who's the other one? Who's the other non-conference game?
The other non-conference, or do you want the next game?
Other non-conference.
No, the other non-conference game. The other non-conference game.
They have Charlotte and Georgia Tech.
Wow, that's
okay. I'm assuming those are
pretty
at the
fucking
end.
bad.
I'm assuming those are at the end Because they typically like to stack the two.
Charlotte
easy
and
ones at
Georgia
the
Tech
beginning.
are at the end, yeah, and then Marshall and Austin Perry right at the beginning.
Yeah, that's their formula.
That's why
formula.
That's why they're ranked number 1 too early, because that schedule was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll play Tennessee at Tennessee. Then they got it Alabama, and then they have Texas.
Yeah, we know the SEC schedule. That'll be rough. That'll be rough for them. But that non-conference schedule, it's dog shit.
It's ass. That's bad.
Who you wanted them to play? Like, if you had to build a Georgia schedule, who would you want to see Georgia play non-conference?
Sometimes they don't even play. They don't even play all the best teams in the conference. Look at Texas; they skated.
They play. You just said they have Texas on their schedule next year.
No,
right?
they do. Yeah, this year.
Oh,
they don't got no control over that. But if I was building Georgia's schedule, I would. Which I think fucking college basketball does this. You have the Big Ten ACC Challenge or the Big 12, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a conference buying. You really think all these motherfuckers are going to buy in?
All right.
You think Alabama's going to sacrifice their easy shit at the beginning of the season too?
For the TV show of college football, because we all got to remember this shit's a TV show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will require you only get one pay for play game. You only get one. So out of the 2 games, you got to play another Power 5 conference, your other 2 non-conference games, or 4 if you don't play 9
so who you scheduling?
Conference game. Who am I scheduling?
Because remember, these Power 5 conferences, some of these teams are ass. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I was making the playoffs.
I mean, I would skate the system, maybe at Iowa or something, or like a Michigan State or North Carolina.
North Carolina. So you gonna schedule a Duke?
Oh no! All right, I forgot. For the TV show of college football, you only get one pay for play game, so you can have your Mercer before rivalry. Yeah. That's fine, but you gotta schedule. But from the year before, you have to schedule a top 5 team from either the Big 10 or the Big 12.
I mean, technically, that is what Alabama did with the home and home with Wisconsin, because they play Wisconsin again next year. This year, what 2025?
Yeah.
Now is that only?
That's fine. Like that. That's a real. Yeah, that's playing a real football team. What Georgia did is complete bullshit. Like, you're not playing anyone.
Okay, but like there are schools. I guarantee you, if you went through all the SEC schools schedule, they all got at least 2 or 3 of them not real teams on their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Like pay for play. You get in my version of college football. You get one pay for play school. You get one. Yeah, you get one Mercer before your rivalry week.
That's cool. But you got to pick who's playing who, because that's a whole conference.
Those niggas playing Austin Perry and goddamn Mercer is bullshit.
I'm just wondering, like, if the whole conference has to do it, and I'm assuming this is Power 5 rule, because like we don't never really have to really worry about this in the Big Ten. I don't know. I really don't pay enough attention to the ACC to see what they're.
Well, Justin, why don't you just do what the people?
Ohio State schedules people though. They be playing people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why don't you just?
That's the thing. Like, we don't normally worry about that though. Our one is always a MAC school.
Just take the one thing and just add a conference game in.
I would rather that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't. With these fucking mega conferences, you probably shouldn't be playing more than 2-out conference games anyway.
Yeah, because Nicholas is talking. He's like, I hate to play those games. I wish we just played an all SEC schedule. I was like, okay, Nicholas.
Play an all SEC. Okay, you want to play an all SEC schedule? I don't know if you shit.
But nah, it'll be interesting. Like right now, if you wanted to bet Ohio State's the betting favorite to repeat, then I'm just like, okay. I don't know.
Why not?
I wouldn't. Honest opinion, right now, I would not bet that. 1, our defense is leaving. 2, we do not know who the starting quarterback is. I will never bet on a team until I know who the starting quarterback is.
They haven't released an all-time. If you were on Instagram to find the 2 early top 10, I know you were on Instagram seeing Julian says fucking.
That freshman might beat him out. The guy Justin likes too.
I like St. Clair better than saying.
I'm just saying the way that Instagram is talking about this man, it's like this man's like the fucking Mecca that just arrived in this shit. Julian Selling, we can't wait for him to start at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Once we get to, which is crazy because they get to spring ball 6 weeks from now. Because since the season goes so late, they're going to be in spring ball before you know it.
Good.
It's spring game.
Good. I hope there's still some snow on the ground.
Fuck it. I wouldn't bet that. I wouldn't bet that right now. I would have to.
And if they lose a game during the season, the odds will get better anyway. You really feeling OSU.
That's true.
Now, last year, I bet him right in March. So, but I was like, hey, it's do or die. Like, I'll wait a little bit till I do it this year. But now it'll be, Justin's right. Next year will be very interesting on the people who are coming back, who's not coming back. I mean, now it's
Arch.
The biggest star in the sport is now Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Smith is making a claim for that. That man is unbelievable.
Yeah, but now Archie gets to start now.
I don't care. I swear to God, Jeremiah Smith is probably going to be, still might be a bigger star than him. I don't care about the last name. This man.
I was going to say that's the only reason.
That's the only reason why we give him so much clout.
Like he's good. Don't get me wrong. Like he's good, but what draws the people in? Be like, who's his relative? Manning? Is he the same Manning? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my God, it is.
Who are his uncles? Who are his uncles? Who's his grandpa?
That's the only saying, man.
That's and I'll tell you what, Justin, if he balls, like he actually has a fucking like amazing. You know he's winning the Heisman.
Thanks.
You know he is. You know he is. After this year, you know it's politics. They giving it to that nigga.
If you believe in Jeremiah Smith right now, Justin, bet it.
No, I tried looking for it today. No, I did. I couldn't find it. They didn't have it up in my books.
I got you. But
what, DraftKings?
I had it on FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah.
I will load money up. I'll load money up.
He's plus 1,700 to win the Heisman right now.
This is so funny. I was literally like, I think you guys sent it, and I was like looking for it. I was like, where the fuck is this shit, bro? Like, I'm trying to put some money on this.
They believe in, shout out to Chuck, they believe in his quarterback currently. He is the off-season favorite.
Mussenberger or whatever the fuck his name is?
Jared Nussmeier.
Mussenberger, that's what it is.
Okay.
Justin's just like, okay.
All right.
Oh, shit.
That's my favorite.
He is plus 800. Oh, shit. Jeremiah Smith went up, actually.
Oh, damn. See?
He went up from plus 17 to plus 12.
Damn. Fuck.
Mm.
I mean, that's...
those odds, that's a big jump.
It is.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
What's up?
Yeah.
Did you say Cedric?
What's Arch?
Plus 900. He's second.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting this offseason, but hey, we're finally going to the offseason as freaking champions.
Love it.
I mean, but now I got to go back. Justin, man, what? That number wasn't sniffing the Rose Bowl with USC and Texas.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
That number wasn't sniffing viewer-wise.
No, I did.
They didn't even get more. We didn't get more views than last year's game.
I know that shit was crazy. I was wrong. I thought so. Man. The OSU Notre Dame.
Well, you know the whole South didn't.
But I did say when I said it. I did say when I said it, it might not happen, and more motherfuckers watch TV back then, like linear TV.
Bro, that shit in 06 was peaking at 40s. We're peaking in the 40s.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's honestly insane.
I'm just surprised more people didn't watch this than the Michigan championship last year.
I'm trying to think. Trying to think maybe why. I don't know.
Pac-12's last year. They have a team in.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if the rest of the country was really feeling Ohio State Notre Dame shit.
Yeah, no,
maybe the South tuned out.
Since they
had that. That's what it was. The South wasn't fucking with it.
So we don't got no teams in. Why watch?
Nothing else to say.
And it's supposed to mean more. You're supposed to just love ball.
Right. SEC means more.
I wouldn't know where Lane Kiffin's at. OS. Where he at? Mm-hmm. I saw him tweeting some stuff about Junk and still bad mouthing him.
Oh, because he left.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be with you.
Again, Lane Kiffin, you would have been in the playoffs if you didn't lose that last game in Kentucky, you dumbass. So
it wasn't the last game.
It was one of the last games.
The Kentucky game? No.
What was their third loss? What was the third loss?
Their third loss was Florida.
Yeah. But they did lose to Kentucky, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Okay. I was like, I know I'm not going crazy. I know they lost the game. You're about to see, man. Oh, man. It's going to be a very interesting offseason. NIL, transfers, all that. Anything else on the Buckeyes being champs? We finally get to celebrate on this damn thing. Well,
I'm betting on Jeremiah Smith right now. I'm about to roll some money up into the duel.
I almost thought about taking Jeremiah Love.
Oh, he's coming back, dude.
Yeah, he's at 4,500.
Damn.
If Notre Dame go crazy again.
But also, Notre Dame doesn't play anybody either.
Hey, they just got to win their. Notre Dame got the thing. They just got to win their games, go undefeated, be an 8th seed, and whatever happens, happens.
Get all that money because they're independent.
Hey, that's the way to live.
And they got dough. They got
$20 million, bro.
Don't gotta share with
nobody.
They got dough.
Yeah, Indy ain't going nowhere.
Hey, so y'all gonna apologize to Indiana, Justin?
No.
Okay.
Why would I?
I mean, the only 2 losses were to the national champ and the runner-up.
So?
And they played them better than the SEC schools. I'm just saying.
So? I don't care. Kurt Sidney shouldn't have been talking shit regardless.
He shouldn't have, but you know who shouldn't have been not talking shit either? Them SEC coaches. Where were they at? At home?
Uh-huh.
Lane, Kevin DeBoer.
I ain't about to argue over this. I said what I said about Indiana.
Nicholas. I'm just saying.
Let's see what Indiana does next year.
And they gotta get who do they play next year? If I even look, they don't even play Ohio State next year.
They play Oregon.
The Heisman.
They play Oregon. They gotta go at Oregon. Oh boy.
Ooh, DJ Lackway plus 2,000.
At Oregon and at Penn State.
Yeah.
A little rough right there.
That is very. Besides Ohio State, who the hell does Michigan at USC at Oklahoma? Whatever. All right. Let's go with some winners and losers and close off this championship stuff. Cedric, who's the winner for you?
Winners. Oh, man. I'm going to say Will Howard. MVP of the national championship game. Amazing performance. Brought back some of that Kansas State running that we were kind of all fans were wondering, like, everyone says he has wheels. Why isn't he running the ball that much? He showed you in that national championship game. Got it done. Led the Buckeyes to a win. Naturally, I'm going to shout out my guy, Saquon. Good job, Saquon. Way to keep us alive. Saquon, we trust. Because if it wasn't for Saquon Barkley, the Eagles be in Cancun. So, yeah, those are my winners.
Byron?
I got 2 winners. First, I got to shout out my boy, SGA. Finally got his 50-point game last night against the Utah Jazz. Finished with 54 points. Had just went off because the rest of the team was playing like shit, but that's okay. We walked away with the win, and SGA got his first 50 ball of his career. So shout out to SGA. Second, I'm going to shout the Buckeye women for the game that they played today against Maryland. They were down for most of the game, and then came back and found a way to win. So great performance by the Lady Buckeyes today, and can't wait to see what they do for the rest of the season.
Justin, who's your winner?
Oh, a winner? Should have 2 days. Ugh. Let's see. God. Hey, Child's Invincible. I just started watching that show. That show's fucking fire.
Okay.
Hey.
Good.
Hey,
All right. Oh man. And Pirates at SGA said, well, I hope winner, and hopefully he's going to be my winner again next week. Hopefully. Well, I mean, he got him. He's back in the AFC Championship game. Shout out to Josh Allen, man.
Joshy boy.
Shout out to the Buffalo Bills, man. I picked y'all to win that AFC East at the beginning. Y'all didn't let me down. I picked Josh to win MVP. Now he is not going to win MVP, but it is okay. But my brother in Christ, the whole nation is riding with you. You know what you have to do. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Cedric, who are your losers?
Oh man. Ooh. Darius Garland.
Oh my God! Yes,
He blew that fucking game last night.
Oh my God!
God damn, bro. Dog.
Like that. Oh man. And I normally, Byron, you know this. I normally don't even talk about basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like this nigga can't shoot either, bro. Like
91% free throw shooter.
Yep, I'll say he is a 91% free throw shooter. Miss both the smoke them bitches. And I'm losing. The Bulls.
And it was to the Rockets.
Rockets.
And the refs gave you a gift. Fucking forgot who closed out on him, but he fucking fouled and he took his legs out and they gave you the flagrant. Like they set that shit up for you to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I was hurt. I was devastated.
I know. I had money on the Cavs.
Me too.
I'm still chasing that. I'm still chasing that $20, man. Go Bulls tonight.
I mean,
Any more losers, Cedric?
I'll just leave it at that. I'll see.
Byron?
I don't have a loser this week.
None.
No, I can't think of anyone that's pissed me off since the last time we recorded.
Wow, you're living great. Go ahead,
Martin
Justin.
Lives on Twitter.
Oh man.
Well, Justin knows one of mine because I am about to go on a tangent.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Martin got a motherfucker who's loser of
the whole week. Every podcast I've done this week, he's the loser of the week.
Yeah, literally.
How have you added this to every single podcast?
I've only done two this week, so it's been two.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But the Indiana Pacers, they lost by 35 today in fucking Paris.
I watched it.
Oh yeah, like that game was fucking tied. It was tied, and then these just started getting their ass beat. Like
the Spurs scored 45 in the third. I was like, y'all don't even shoot like this for real.
Damn,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, that game pissed me off. Goddamn, the Cavs last night losing me money. The fucking the Kings won last night, but fuck those niggas too. Because why don't want to start playing when y'all losing by 20? Now y'all want to start trying against the Warriors who lost by 40 the night before? God. I had one more thing that was pissing me off too. Oh. I got a loser. Some of you youth basketball coaches.
No, don't do that, bro.
Oh, you got it? All right.
I got them too.
Okay, then I'm done then. I'm done.
No, because you can't do because you're in it. Let me give it from the spectator per standpoint. You actually are there having to do shit.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with that one because I have two new ones and the one that I've been bitching about when I bitched to Justin yesterday. So youth basketball. I've been going to high school basketball games early in the morning these past couple of Saturdays, and I really haven't been in the space since my brother played. What the hell is going on in youth basketball? I saw multiple people get the ball in the inbound, come down the court, not even pass, and shoot a three. If you would have did that shit when I played, your ass wouldn't play for 2 weeks. Like, we don't pass. We can't dribble. We can't do we don't do the We can't even do rebound. We don't box out. We just get it, jack some threes up, do some hip-de-doo layups that miss, not even like a normal layup. You're trying to do under the back shit. And it's just so sloppy. Bullshit, the coaches are terrible. They need an IQ test because why are you coaching basketball when you don't even know you can't even have your kids run a fucking off-screen pick and roll? Like, what are we fucking?
I don't even know the fucking rules, bro.
Like, it is bad. It is so bad. And I was just sitting here in amazement, like, this is how people play now. This is how people play. None of you guys are Steph Curry. None of y'all are Damian Lillard. None of y'all are Caitlin Clark shooting this shit in the air. Like, the nerve that you don't pass and you just shoot a three and then your person gets a rebound, passes it to you, and you don't pass. No, it's ass. It's bad. It's bad, Byron. You're going to have to come coach, bro. They're just ass. I'm sorry. And I had to let it out. I had to vent my frustrations to Justin off the air last time we recorded because I was so mad. I'm going back there this Saturday, 8 a.m.
Literally, we talk after we record these podcasts. We getting ready to leave, and he stopped me before I left. And was like, nah, bro, I gotta tell you about these young niggas playing. And I'm like, bro, you preaching to the choir. The amount of dog shit today I rep the middle school basketball game. Girls lopping all over the place, throwing up bullshit, hurting themselves. It's unbelievable. Some of you motherfuckers do not need to be coaching basketball. If you can't coach these kids and get them to do the fundamentals, then you don't need to be coaching. If you don't know the rules, you don't need to be coaching. I shouldn't have to listen to you bitch at me about rules.
And then these kids are doing celebrations when they're down 30. What?
Excuse me?
What? We're doing the mellow dome to the head or the loading up the shotgun when you down 30. My dad would have whooped my ass in the car. Oh.
I will give the coaches credit. They do get on the kids if they're doing that shit.
All right. Next one, since I gave Byron another chance. Andy Musanetti. You might not know who the fuck he is.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Musanetti. This is the guy who directed The Flash and said his movie bombed because no one cares about The Flash. That's
not true.
You are a stupid piece of shit. You do not understand. You don't understand in DC lore, the most important stories, Crisis on Infinite Earths, all that shit, revolve around The Flash. What are we fucking talking about here? Don't be mad because you picked a fucking Predator to be your Flash when you could have picked a damn TV version. That's your fault. Trash ass. And the number one loser of the whole week is Scottie Pippen. If you heard the NFL podcast, if you heard the NFL podcast,
I'm not.
It's okay. You're just getting a recap.
That means he hasn't edited that shit yet.
Yep. Oh my God. Scottie Pippen went on the Patrick McDavid podcast and he said some of the most off the wall shit ever. I'll start off. Number one, Scottie Pippen believes he should be in the GOAT debate. Number two, Scottie Pippen said if you got 100 GMs, random GMs, they would pick him overwhelmingly over prime LeBron James because Scottie Pippen earned his rings. He didn't chase them. And then he went from he should be in the GOAT debate to Magic Johnson's the GOAT. He doesn't even see LeBron and Michael as GOATs. He's like, that Magic's a true GOAT. I myself am a true GOAT. Who else could play on both ends like me? Even though his teammate in Chicago had 9 first-team all-defensive teams, and his teammate won Defensive Player of the Year, not you. And then he kept going and going. So Scottie Pippen wants to be considered the greatest basketball player of all time when he'd never even averaged 25 points a game.
Well, Scotty, you're entitled to your opinion.
No, you're not. No.
I mean, his wife left him, Byron. What the fuck else you want him to do?
I don't care. I don't care. Nigga. I didn't even bring that up.
No, not even the young nigga, but for the what are the GOAT's sons? Do you really think that he feels good for Michael? Fuck no, he hates Michael too. Like,
I'm like, brother, what are you talking about? When he also said he would have won 6 rings eventually without Michael Jordan.
All right, bro.
So we get into this episode. thank you for listening to the L7C podcast. Scottie Pippen is high on crack, and
hearing this for the second time this week, I didn't think I was going to like enjoy this much, but like that shit is really crazy. Like this nigga is fucking wildin', bro. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
He was 6 rings. I was like, brother, when Michael left after the first 3P, after his dad died and wanted to play baseball, y'all were getting bounced in the semifinals. You were pointing to your little Jordan saying, Michael, come back. He comes back, y'all won another 3 rings. Michael retires. You go to Portland. You don't win shit. What are we doing here?
Man, so I would have got a 6 eventually without help.
No, not without help. Without Michael Jordan.
That's true. Yeah. Damn, Scotty. Damn.
Drunk,
I just think it's crazy. He said 100 GMs would take him over prime LeBron. Easy. That's the one that prime LeBron. Like Miami Heat LeBron.
Oh, 280 LeBron.
Yeah, 284, like 4'6", 4'5" speed LeBron.
I'm not gonna entertain this shit, bro. Like I said, he high on crack, bro. Like leave him alone, man. That nigga's doing drugs. There ain't no way.
It's not crack, bro. We don't know what drugs he on, man.
No, I forgot from
the clicks.
He said it with a straight face. A straight face. That's the problem.
He wants this, Martin. He wants you talking about him. He wants all these people talking about him. Because otherwise, guess what? Guess whose name you probably haven't even mentioned and talked about like in this way for the past 20 years of your fucking life. Probably Scottie Pippen. Because you know how irrelevant he is. All the people we talk about Scottie Pippen is when you're talking about Michael Jordan.
And I don't know what
nobody talk about Scottie by himself.
What is your problem? Michael Jordan has admitted 5 billion times he does not win without you. You are validated. Right. You came from NIIA.
His son fucks his wife.
That's really what it boils down to.
I'm just saying, like, bro.
Okay, then why is he coming at LeBron?
Relevant.
Like the LeBron thing is unnecessary because you're not that good. You are very
trying
good.
To be relevant again.
Like, come on,
that's
you're a top 75 player. Like when he said they would have picked me because I know how to win on a team. I don't go chase it like a freaking hitman.
Bro, it's the same reason why Gilbert Arenas has his fucking podcast. All these other people have their fucking podcasts and shit. But they want to stay relevant and talk about the game. They're going to shit on whoever they want to shit on to get the clicks. Because they know you ain't nobody listening to Scottie Pippen if he starts talking about fucking I'm better than Trevor Ariza. Like, no one gives a shit about that. Like,
if you want to read his new book, it's called Unguarded because he was unguardable.
Okay.
Only you would know the title of that fucking book.
I had to know what he was selling.
I know. Because you be going full dive on these clickbait shit. Like, they be getting you so quick. I swear, one of these, they're going to make like a burner X account and just say some random ass shit and hope that it hits your algorithm.
Bro, it's because he was being first of all, I wasn't looking for the Scotty shit. I really wasn't. He was being interviewed by someone I actually follow. I follow, like, on YouTube. I watch his interviews with people.
Yeah, but I'm talking about all the other shit you look up afterwards.
To find out why he was yapping? Yeah, like the book
exactly.
and all that, yeah. He didn't have to do all that to sell a book, bro. Like, come on. But, Scott, hey, get your shit together. That's all I'm saying. Because it's embarrassing. I almost threw up. It was bad. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you are not that guy. You really aren't. You weren't that guy in Portland when Kobe hit you with the yank move and threw the alley-oop to Shaq. You weren't that guy when Jordan left you. You weren't that guy. You're the guy, but you had a little migraine and you stayed out of Game 7, and Michael Jordan's there crying to his dad saying, as our favorite line on this thing, I'm tired of fucking losing, Dad. And then Scotty's over there like, I have a little migraine. Bro, shut up. You don't be caring about this shit, man. And I'm being objective to, like, small forwards. He would be top 10 all time, but you're not better than LeBron James. You're not better than Larry Bird. You're not better than Kevin Durant. Like, what are we fucking doing here?
And that's crazy because you fucking hate Kevin Durant.
Oh. I said I was being objective, so I didn't say I was being subjective. I'm being objective. You're right. I don't fuck with him, but he up there.
objectively, you're right.
You
are right.
He top 3 small forwards.
Yeah, nigga, bro.
He's hard.
He a hoe, but
yeah,
nigga,
hard.
bro.
He is.
Definitely a hoe.
Yeah, he's hard. But with that being said, Ohio State's national champs. Scottie Pippen can't take that away from me. It's just get your shit together, bro. With that being said, go Bucks. If you're going to the parade, stay warm. And L7C Podcast College Football. We'll be back next season. Signing out.